Okay, let's check this first pizza. This is the experimental one before we do the proper one, so I can learn what's good and what's not. Check this first pizza. This is the experimental one before we do the proper one, so I can learn what's good and what's not. Take that off. Okay, this is the first pizza, and it's not quite worked out. It's okay, it's not pretty, is it? But there's been a few teething problems, but I'll address that in a minute. But none more so than the base is a bit soft, and there's a few reasons for that. I'm going to go and give this one to the wife and try and do a better one next. Okay, lots of problems with that first pizza. Where to start? Not enough time really. Wife's eating it. She says it's okay, but it was a little bit soggy on the bottom, and that was for a few reasons. None more so the stone wasn't hot, and also I oiled the stone, and I'm not going to do that this time. The pizza, I was taking a photo of it, and I put the camera on the timer there, and as I was standing there, half of it slid off. Now that was the mozzarella half. I dried that mozzarella before I put it on the top. In a big rush, I ran back inside, grabbed more mozzarella, restacked that pizza because I lost half of it, and that went on wet. So again, I had a problem when I was cooking. I naturally wanted to lift the tray off to have a look, and then ash got into the pizza. When I put the tray back down, it was resting on a tiny piece of coal. When I went to blow the main pizza, ash got in there as well. So I'm going to just rest that pizza there so it doesn't fall off. So I'm going to come in from the other side now. That stone's got to be hot because that's where I had the fire. I've used half the amount of dough. You know, I was going to make 2 pizzas, and one for the wife, one for myself, but I've cut the half for me in half, and that is literally half the amount. So hopefully a hot stone, no oil, half the amount of dough, and then I've got my topping on there. Basically we've got barbecue chicken, pepperoni, cheese, mozzarella, and the tomato sauce base. I think that's it. So I can trust maybe to leave the tray, and also I think as well to put a couple of stones up against the tray because there's a side heat coming in from the main fire. So let's give this one a go. Right, that wasn't easy. So it's not as wide as the last one actually, which is a disappointment, but it did start to sizzle when I put it on the rock. I'm just going to have to go about there. Okay, we'll get some of that on there. Okay, I've got some coals on the top. That stone is hot. I've put a few rocks just as a barrier between the main fire and that. It's messy business. I just leaned on a hot rock. I'm absolutely roasting here. But it's good fun. I'm just having a little bit of fun, a little bit of experimentation. This stone actually is cracked, and I watched a video the other day about building a wood burning stove from these. Well, the person had to go to the hardware store to buy something like, I don't know how many bricks it was, 20 or 80, can't remember, and 3 of these. I mean, you know, if that's cracked, I don't know. But anyway, that's hot. Tray's down properly, and I'll give that, now with the hot rock, double heat, 5 minutes, and I'll check it. Right, let's have a look at this one. Bit nervous. Oh, it's sticking. Oh, hey, I think that's okay. Obviously a bit sticking out there. Okay, let's just have a look at this little piece here. Oh. Honestly, I'm just going to give that 3 more minutes. I think it's okay. There. Oh, that's lovely. Really nice. Oh, very good. Okay, quite a bit happier with that one. That worked relatively easily. I also think quite a bit of oil is coming out of that pepperoni there. I'm going to do one more pizza, but I'm going to eat that and I'm going to go and share the other half with the wife to give her a better one. It's fine. That's really tasty. Really nice. I'll go and share the other half of that with my wife. Okay, the last pizza, sacrilege, ham and pineapple. I like the pineapple, so that's fine. Mushroom, bit of cheese there. And we're going to do a bread because I've got, I had half the dough left over. It was a kilo of flour there, and that's 500 grams in, so that's, make the most of the fire. We'll get that cooked up for later on in the week. And this is probably a little bit overloaded, but you know, doesn't matter. All good fun, very tasty. Let's get that on. There we are. Couple of these logs up there. Alright, final one. Lovely. I've gone from that very first pizza, which was rather stressful, and a failure, to this, which is actually really nice looking. Yep, less pepperoni on that one too. It's not so soggy or oily. Good thing. A pizza scooper upper. I know I've done it now a couple of times, but I've had this for a year. Always wanted to do it. Haha. Not too bad on the bottom there. A little bit caught. Let's try the ham and pineapple one. Oh. Lovely. Nice and fresh with that pineapple. Oh. Well, as I've gone along, it's got better. This is cooked fine. There's no ash in the pizza, and it's tasty. The pineapple, which a lot of people might not like, doesn't matter. It's nice and fresh. Bread's almost done, maybe 5-10 minutes. I'm just going to eat a little bit of this. I'm quite full, and yeah, I'm pretty pleased with today. It's been a bit of an experiment, good fun, and I've managed to cook 2.5 pizzas. I would say that first one was a little bit dodgy, but this one's good. Let's take a look at that bread, see how we got on. All good, folks. Fantastic cook today, good bit of fun, just experimenting, still learning, even after years and years of outdoor cooking. Actually, I mean, I'll show you a photo now of a pizza that was cooked out in the woodland 22 years ago, just next to an open fire there. 22 years, so that's how long it's been since I've done my last pizza actually outdoors. Got the bread, 97.4% good, a little bit burnt on the bottom. That can be scraped off. I had oil in the Dutch oven, and the Dutch oven was on an angle, and so it accumulated in one area and then it started to bubble, and that's why that bit got burnt. Always making mistakes, always learning. One day the perfect cook will come, but not yet. So I'm really happy. Thanks so much for watching this one. I really appreciate that. See you again. Cheers.